Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Break It Down. Let's go see our triumph.
The commander of the crusade has managed to overthrow 70 years of demonic rule in Drezen and restored the Sword of Valor to its rightful place. Will the commander be able to defend the banner he has won with such a valiant effort?
I've got a good feeling about it.
Urgent matters of state are awaiting my attention. My convoy will be departing for the capital within the hour. I'm afraid this is all the time I can spare you, so do please forgive me for skipping the lengthy and well-deserved congratulations.
Something has subtly changed in the way the Queen of Mendev looks at you. Respect shines in her eyes, but her slightly furrowed brow indicates a hint of unease.
Drezen was taken quickly, even more quickly than I'd anticipated.
So I don't know the actual time limit for this. If you conquer Drezen fast enough, you get an extra reward.
Every death is an irretrievable loss, but considering the scale of our forces, the losses among our troops are tolerable. Morale is high among the Crusade forces that were entrusted to you. You handled the command superbly. I never doubted your personal ability to deal with the demons. I knew that you could become a living symbol for people to follow. That you have now displayed a decent head for tactics is a pleasant surprise. I believed in your success and prepared for this outcome after a fashion. I brought a reward to personally bestow upon my Knight Commander. But now, I think this reward is insufficient. So please, accept one more gift from me personally.
The Queen offers a slight smile and gives a signal to a waiting squire, who passes you a neatly folded cloak with lavish embroidery. With these words, Galfrey slides a ring from her finger and lays it atop the cloak. Thank you, my queen.
And thank you for what you have done for the Crusades. Now on to the main matter. The Sword of Valor has been returned to us. Touching it has awoken your power and changed the great relic beyond recognition. Many clerics are at a loss to interpret this unexpected turn. Is it an omen? Happenstance? A warning? Only one thing can be said for certain. Your power is astonishing and unlike anything ever seen before.
The Queen frowns slightly again.
Something has changed in you. The warriors of heaven used to come to aid us in our holy war, and even the hand of the Inheritor, our Yomede's herald, once set foot on the land of Mendev. I accepted a blessing from him. I fought shoulder to shoulder with other angels. But this is the first time I've ever seen the might of heaven in a mortal. I am in awe of your transformation.
Galfrey's face looks slightly flushed.
There. I have said all I wish to. Is there anything you wish to discuss with me before I depart?
There is something you should know. Arilu Vorlesh appeared before me in Drezen. She did not explain why she had come.
The architect of the world wound? Here? And she allowed you to simply dispose of Staunton Vane and claim the Sword of Valor?
Queen's eyes widen in astonishment.
This is a very worrying development. Arilu was more dangerous than a dozen Balors, and more cunning and deceitful than a score of succubi. In the 100 years of the Crusades, our forces have very rarely encountered her, but when we did, it always led to something terrifying. I think she has... It was to be expected, of course, and it worries me more than anything else. Sooner or later, we shall have to take a stand against Arilu and deal with her once and for all. But I thought we would have time to prepare. Be careful. And if the architect reappears, treat her as you would a demon lord.
Sorry if the sound cut out there for a second. The game minimized, and I pressed nothing. I'm not sure why I did that. Do you know anything about the huge demon that we met at the gates? It was much stronger than the rest.
The Baylor Dorazand, one of Daskari's generals. He, Hep Zamira, and the Echo of Daskari are some of the most notable demons in the Abyssal Forces. You will soon learn these names. Dorazand has not been sighted by our scouts for a long time, and his appearance at Drezen was an unexpected development.
Galfrey frowns.
But we must grow accustomed to surprises such as this. The ability to move at will through space is one of the demon's most unpleasant hallmarks. Fortunately, the Sword of Valor takes care of that problem for the areas around Drezen.
I've heard everything I need.
Very well. Then I shall take my leave. Irabeth will bring you up to speed on the situation in the city and surrounds, and together, you can decide on what next steps to take. Good luck, Commander. Remember, this is but the first step. The road ahead will be long and difficult.
With a nod of farewell, the Queen strides off with precise military bearing.
Allow me also to congratulate you on your victory, Commander.
Irabeth salutes the Queen, waits until she has moved far enough away, then turns to you.
We won the battle for Drezen, but this war is far from over. The demons know our true strength, so we must brace ourselves for a merciless counterattack. They will do everything they can to gain control of the city and destroy you personally, and all of us along with you. The only good news is that cultists make up more than half of their forces, so they will have to march the same roads as our fighters. If they were all demons, they could appear here instantaneously and lay siege to the city. Praise Iomade for small mercies. The main demon forces are moving out from the City of Eyes and the Threshold Fortress. Scouts are reporting that for now, we don't stand a chance of tearing through the defense and launching a counterattack. We can only gather our forces, rebuff their attacks, and wait for the right moment. Unfortunately, other hostile groups keep appearing out of nowhere. And on top of all that, Minago is still prowling around somewhere out there. Anevia is trying to find out where that Abyss scum has run off to. Maybe she's already got some leads. Luckily, we are not alone. Mendev is with us. Queen Galfrey has sent us the first reinforcements. They've just entered the city. Besides, news of your victory is spreading through Avestan. I'm sure that crowds of new volunteers will soon be pouring into Drezen, inspired by your feat. And that's very good news, because we're going to need troops. Here is a brief report about the main problems we're currently facing.
Irabeth shows you a sheet of paper with a list of 4 items. Demons with special powers, secret path, missing patrol, and dragon. What can you tell me about the demons with special powers?
Remember that Nabasu that attacked our camp? He had powers that no ordinary demon should have.
Irabeth's voice is very calm, but you can tell she's working hard to maintain her composure.
It is not the only demon of its kind. We keep receiving reports about similar monsters. All isolated cases for now. But it's possible that in the future, we will see entire squads, if not armies of them. We must find out where they're coming from. Find the source of their power and destroy it. If we don't, they will crush us before long. Even you can't defeat an entire army of such monsters.
You don't know what I can do. A secret path? What are you talking about?
We can usually spot armies of demons in advance, as their hordes march along the Grey Road from Eyes or Threshold. But sometimes packs of them appear out of nowhere. They're managing to avoid our scouts somehow and sneaking into our territory. If we don't solve this problem, we cannot attack. The demons will just appear at our backs, block off the gorges, and cut us off from Drezen.
Irabeth frowns.
Anevia is trying to find out how the demons are getting into our territory, but she hasn't succeeded yet. Talk to her. She will tell you more about what she's doing.
There's a patrol missing.
Yes, it disappeared without a trace during a mission. We didn't even find any bodies. Maybe someone abducted them, or there's some natural threat in the area. And we can't rule out the possibility of desertion, either. The troop was patrolling the southern road out of the city. The last surviving settlements of Socorus lie in that direction. But after the siege of Drezen, contact with them was lost. Hardly any of the inhabitants survived once the demons invaded the area. That's where I started the search.
A dragon? What dragon?
As if we didn't have enough problems with demons already. Now there's a wild dragon in the vicinity. Luckily, it's not part of the demon army. If the demons had a dragon on their side, it could pose a serious threat. But there's very little food in the World Wound, and the dragon doesn't seem to have a taste for demons and cultists. She keeps attacking small squads of crusaders, picking off those who fall behind, ravaging supply trains. The dragon's been sighted frequently in the sky, but we don't know exactly where her lair is. We have someone to help with this, though. Do you remember the dwarf who bravely attacked the Baylor in front of the citadel during the siege? He is back in the city, and he doesn't mind hunting this dragon, apparently. Go talk to him in the tavern. We might be able to help each other.
Is that all for now?
There are a few pleasant matters. At the Queen's command, the Crusaders who took part in the attack have had their pay doubled, and medals will be awarded to those who were particularly outstanding in battle. You know one of them. The Knight Elan from the Houndhearts. He led a troop of Nerosian recruits and brought them to the main forces, and later drew the demons' attention in the battle with the Baylor, allowing the wounded to be rescued. There is one more thing. As you know, there is a vast dungeon under Drezen. It's almost empty now. The only prisoner is Nura Dendawar, the traitor you caught. We've temporarily placed the body of Staunton Vane in the dungeon. You slew him. What are your orders regarding his body? Anevia thinks we should burn it quietly and forget about it. Some want to see his corpse displayed in the square, but I don't think we should behave like demons and barbarians. He may have been our enemy, but he deserved to be buried as a knight. However, the decision is yours, of course.
Bury Staunton as a knight. Give him the redemption he seeked in death.
Right you are, Commander. Commander.
Sought, not seeked.
That day during the battle,
Irabeth is hesitating. You can see the struggle on her face, as if she doesn't know whether she should say something else.
No. My apologies. That is all, Commander. Thank you for your time.
Giving a salute, Irabeth turns around and quickly leaves.
I'm gone.
Let's check in with our companions first, then we have some new NPCs to talk to. Nothing new there. We'll run down this way. We'll check in with the merchants, of course. I didn't get to pick up my loot, did I? Dang. Well, first things first, Cloak of Resistance +3. Probably best on Sela. Then a Ring of Protection +4. Give that to my main character since it was a gift from Galfrey. That's who we are trying to romance. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to take the flirty option when I spoke to her just now, or if I took the right option. It probably doesn't matter. Let's actually level up our companions next. We'll save Rushalai for last because we have a few things to go over with her. Alright, so Regil, Hell Knight. It's more armor training, we've read that already. Not going to read it again. Does he get anything for... No, he does not. Okay. Knowledge Arcana, Lore Religion. Alright, Darien gets a whole lot of nothing. Knowledge Arcana, Knowledge World, and use Magic Device. Grab spell resistance here. Well, hold on, no, there's a summon spell available. Summon Monster 5. Ember gets a Hex, Knowledge Arcana, Low Religion, and use Magic Device. Let's do... Actually seems pretty good. Let's do Restless Slumber, which causes a creature within 30 feet to fall into a sleep riddled with nightmares. This functions as a slumber hex. Additionally, the restless nature of the sleep causes the creature to violently toss and turn, dealing 1d10 points of damage to itself each turn. This damage does not wake the creature. When it wakes, the creature's addled state causes it to be confused for a number of rounds equal to half the witch's level. The witch must have the slumber hex to select this hex. And then Mind Fog here. Well, let's do Hold Monster instead. Camellia also gets a Hex. Ability and Trickery. Actually, for her, let's do her Mythic level up first. Yeah, let's get a second spirit, we're gonna get the Wind Spirit. So second spirit, your growing powers let you speak to one more spirit. Benefit, you gain one more Shaman Spirit. We'll grab Wind. The Shaman who selects the Wind Spirit appears windswept, and her movements seem lithe and carefree, or lithe. Additional hexes, Air Barrier, Vortex Spells, Wind Ward. Bonus spells, Feather Step, Blur, Displacement, Freedom of Movement, Call Lightning Storm, Sirocco, Prismatic Spray, Storm Bolts, and Elemental Swarm. Also gets Shocking Touch and Spark Soul. Ability, Trickery, and Air Barrier. The Shaman creates an invisible shell of air that grants her a +4 armor bonus to armor class. At 7th level and every 4 levels thereafter, this bonus increases by 2. At 13th level, this barrier causes incoming arrows, rays, and other range attacks requiring an attack roll against her to suffer a 50% mischance. The Shaman can use this barrier for 1 hour per day per Shaman level. Huh, interesting. Let's just do abundant casting. Give her more spells. Can't usually go wrong with that. Same thing for Darren. Well, actually, might do Ascendant Summons instead. The creatures you summon gain a piece of your mythic power. Benefit, creatures summoned by you gain a bonus to its Strength, Dexterity, Constitution, Wisdom, and Charisma, equal to half your mythic rank plus 1. Your attacks now ignore damage reduction except in, or neutral. Regil. Probably just want Unrelenting Assault. Alright, then Arushalai. Let's look at her character first. So she is an Ascending Succubus. A demon who has overcome their evil nature is such a rare occurrence that most people don't even believe in their existence. The path of ascension is long and thorny. Before truly achieving virtue, a demon spends many years in spiritual search and repentance between good and evil, every moment risking to fall back into the depths of sin. An ascending demon loses most of their demonic powers, which helps them to battle the temptation to return to their old ways, but also leaves them vulnerable to retaliation from other demons, who loathe the idea of a rebellion against evil. She is an espionage expert. These rangers' favorite hunting grounds aren't woods or mountains, but city streets and enemy headquarters. These masterful spies hunt for secrets rather than meat, using lies and stealthiness as effectively as blades and arrows. So this isn't her most lore-friendly class. I get why they did it, because she was working espionage against the demons and giving the Drezen and Canabras information. But she has a lot of history before she started doing that. Alright, so let's look at her class. So she's a bounty hunter. Bounty hunters add stealth to the list of her class skills. Huh, actually calls her a her. Usually the sex is swapped in these descriptions. She also becomes proficient with light armor, clubs, light maces, and heavy maces. She worships Desna. Desna, also known as the Great Dreamer, Lady Luck, and Mother Moon, the goddess of dreams, luck, stars, and travelers, is among the most ancient of deities. While her peers burdened themselves with the task of creating Galarian, she spent her time building the heavens. She knew that there would be plenty of time for her and her followers to explore the many wonders of the world at later. She's changed little since those earlier days, and she and her followers delight in exploring the world. Domains Chaos, Good, Liberation, Luck, and Travel. Favorite weapon, Star Knife. And she has Point Blank Shot. You get a +1 bonus on attack and damage rolls with ranged weapons at ranges of up to 30 feet. Rapid Shot. When making a full attack with a ranged weapon, you can fire one additional time this round at your highest bonus. All of your attack rolls take a -2 penalty when using Rapid Shot. Deadly Aim. You choose to take a -1 penalty on all ranged attack rolls to gain a +2 bonus on all ranged damage rolls. When your base attack bonus reaches +4, and every +4 thereafter, the penalty increases by -1, and the bonus to damage increases by +2. You must choose to use this feat before making an attack roll, as effects last until your next turn. The bonus damage does not apply to touch attacks, or effects that do not deal hit point damage. Like I said before, that's just power attack for ranged characters. At clustered shots, you take a moment to carefully aim your shots, causing them all to strike nearly the same spot. Benefit. When you use a full attack to make multiple ranged weapon attacks against the same opponent, total the damage from all hits before applying that opponent's damage reduction. Alright, Ranger proficiencies. A Ranger is proficient with all simple and martial weapons, and with light armor, medium armor, and shields except tower shields. Trap finding. An espionage expert gains a bonus equal to half her level on perception checks, I really like that. Favorite enemy, humans. So, I think if you get her later, she comes at like level 10 or something. Yeah, she gets different choices here. I thought... because in one of my other playthroughs, I got her later. I feel like these were also human. Or one of them was. Anyway, favorite enemy, humans. At first level, a ranger selects a creature type from the ranger favorite enemies list, gets a +2 bonus on weapon attack and damage rolls against them. At 5th level and every 5 levels thereafter, 10th, 15th, and 20th level, the ranger may select an additional favorite enemy. In addition, at each such interval, the bonus against any one favorite enemy, including the one just selected if so desired, increases by +2. If the ranger chooses humanoids or outsiders as a favorite enemy, he must also choose an associated subtype as indicated on the table below. If a specific creature falls into more than one category of favorite enemy, the ranger's bonuses do not stack. He simply uses whichever bonus is higher. And then Precise Shot. You shoot or throw ranged weapons at an opponent engaged in melee without taking the standard -4 penalty on your attack roll. Undercover. An espionage expert gets a bonus equal to half her level in persuasion when used to bluff and stealth checks. Ranger's Bond. Ranger forms a bond with his companions. This bond allows him to spend a move action to grant half his favorite enemy bonus against a single target of the appropriate type to all allies within 30 feet who can see or hear him. This bonus lasts for a number of rounds equal to the Ranger's Wisdom modifier, minimum 1. This bonus does not stack with any favored enemy bonuses possessed by his allies. These whichever bonus is higher. And then Espionage Expert Magic. While usually rangers use their wisdom to cast divine spells, Espionage Experts use the powers of their personality. The main casting ability for the Espionage Expert is Charisma. It's odd that they don't unlock that to level 4. Then level 5, an extra... Yeah, she's selected Demons of Magic as her favorite enemy, and then selected it again, so she's getting a +4. That's against Demons of Magic, so Dretch, Uliadru, and Succubus, or Succubi. Mini Shot. When making a full attack with a bow, your first attack fires 2 arrows. If the attack hits, both arrows hit. Apply precision-based damage such as sneak attack and critical hit damage only once for this attack. Damage bonuses from using a composite bow with a high strength bonus apply to each arrow, as do other damage bonuses such as a ranger's favorite enemy bonus. Damage reduction and resistances apply separately to each arrow. And that's it so far. She's immune to trip because she has wings, airborne. Setting Succubus resistances. Ascending Succubi have cold resistances 5, acid resistance 5, fire resistance 10, and electricity resistance 10. Additionally, they have DR 5 except cold iron or good. Immune to trip, which is from airborne. Alright, let's level her up. Alright, so level 9, she gets a feat and evasion. A character can avoid even magical and unusual attacks with great agility. If a character makes a successful reflex saving throw against an attack that normally deals half damage on a successful save, he instead takes no damage. A helpless character does not gain the benefit of evasion. Ability, Trickery, Knowledge Arcana, Perception, Stealth. Don't care about Persuasion, so we'll do... I guess Knowledge World. Let's do Weapon Focus, and then the Longbow. Alright, level 10. We get the next tier of favorite enemy, and a combat style feat. A second level, a ranger must select one... Well, we've read this before, because lands multi-class into a ranger. Ability, Trickery, Stealth, Knowledge Arcana, Perception, and Knowledge World. Skill Focus might be worth it. Archery, let's just go and do... Improve Precise Shot. Your ranged attacks ignore anything but total concealment and cover. The benefit, your ranged attacks ignore the mischance granted to targets by anything less than total concealment. Total concealment provides their normal benefits against your ranged attacks. And then we want probably... So, the Baylor, Nefashni, and Vivakio, those are the stronger demon types we'll fight, but there's not as many of them until later. We're going to cross a lot of Babaus, Cambions, and Incubi up to that point. So I'm going to go with Demons of Slaughter here. Let's double dip that, then this one will just double dip the Demons of Strength. Also get spells as well. Mythic, let's do Last Stand. Because, duh. Yeah, Rapid Shot Mythic. You fire many times each round with amazing precision. Benefit, when using Rapid Shot, you ignore the feat's -2 penalty on attack rolls. That's pretty good. And then... let's do Ranging Shots. So every time you miss an enemy with a ranged weapon attack, your aim improves, giving you a stacking +1 bonus on attacks against the same enemy up to the maximum of your Mythic rank. Every successful hit lessens this bonus by 1. Alright, let's make sure our spells are slotted as well. Aspect of the Falcon, Feather Step, Hurricane Bow, and... I guess Longstrider? Animal aspect, bark skin. Two bark skins instead. So we have animal aspect greater, and that's it for here. Shoot out the wicked longbow, and one of these, one of those, one of those. Again, gloves, and that'll do for now. Then Embark can have this, or where's it at? This.
It's time to act!
Alright, the bearded quartermaster gives you a friendly nod. What can I do for you? Are you going to manage the fortress now? No way, Commander. The quartermaster throws up his hands. Not in a million years. I can manage an expedition just fine, but running a fortress is a different kettle of fish. That's enough work to make a man's head explode. Sorry, I skipped a line. Which is why they sent us an expert from Neurosian. Her name is Durgalinda Stranglehold. I've seen how she handles things. She knows what she's about, that one. Amade bless her. She'll be managing the fortress, and I'll keep taking care of the soldiers, just like I've been doing. Wait, actually, that's potential upgrade for Camellia. Not that I really care. I don't think he sells new stuff yet. But we do have some other merchants. Oh, they do have uniques. Torag's Wrath. You know what? I might save this for next time. So a few merchants. I thought they only sold generic stuff, but oh, it's just the blacksmith in the original camp. But yeah, we have some merchants to look at and some stuff to buy. There's some really good stuff that we can find.
We do it my way.
Well, right now. And then when we get Woljif back later, he should sell some pretty good stuff too. But either way, for now, I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.